wrong with you? Like...
Okay, that's the intro. That's the intro.
I am suddenly very glad you don't have a daughter of any kind.
Too late.
I don't want to
Too late.
Don't make me do this.
What's up, Pang Gang? I don't know. I don't know what to call you guys yet.
Pangang?
Pangang, or the Pangas.
Call them your pangolins.
The Pangas Gangus.
They're your pangolins.
The Pangas Ganglia.
No,
Pangolins.
your pangolins.
I guess. Whatever. What up, Scrubs? We are finally doing another Try Not to Pause, and we have picked the just now released today, actually. It is March 11th. Turning Red. Yes, the lovely video about turning a little girl who turns into a giant red panda. That is also somehow related to getting puberty. So
supposedly.
that's what the creator said.
Yeah.
Mama Brain is here, obviously.
Hello.
And we have our unsponsored alcoholic drinks, which we will desperately need for this. I've been looking at the trailer and pictures, and I already hate it. I'm ready to.
Now, he's a
horrible
closed-minded person.
I am not a
who is
closed-minded.
very, very critical of anything and everything film. So that's why I'm here to give a real perspective, because he's just too harsh on everything.
So anyway, just like last time, the video will be in a corner. We've got a new webcam and stuff set up, so it's in a different corner this time. You'll get over it. And yeah, we'll pause and be angry.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You know, before you start, whoopsies
What?
of watching this movie.
What?
You know, you probably should have done a test to see if the audio was
It's fine.
No, but I'm just saying that is ironic,
It's
and you
already
can edit
recorded
this
that
out.
way, so-
Well, you're gonna edit it
Fine.
out.
Penguins,
if the
Yes,
audio's
you're
terrible, it's not my fault.
You'll
I
get over it.
suggested we should do a test.
You'll get over it.
It's him.
I'm Maylin Lee, and ever since I turned 13, I've been doing my own thing, making my own moves, 24/7, 365. I wear what I want.
I hate her.
Yeah, I really hate the synopsis at the beginning of the whole movie. The
Obey parents bad.
obey parent. Well, not just that, but you should obey your parents all the time because you owe them.
Yeah, this is really.
That
already-
can be really toxic.
We're not
like,
even. We're like a minute into the movie, and it's already.
like I'm not saying
a trash
kids
premise.
shouldn't be listening to their parents, but they should be listening because they trust their parents are guiding them, because their parents have their best interests at heart, not because their parents gave them life. There are life-giving human beings out there that do not deserve to be parents. I'm sorry. Anyway.
It's true. I want to point something out.
Yeah.
Now, how big into little virtual pets were you? Because
You mean like Tamagotchi stuff?
So this whole movie takes place during like the 90s and stuff, when
Yeah.
Tamagotchis first became a big thing. Did you have a Tamagotchi?
I always wanted one. I never got to have one.
Okay. Well, I've had several.
Yeah, I've seen your keychain of them.
I've had several.
It's like 20. It's
anyway,
insane. You should give me one.
In my defense,
You should give me one.
a
'cause
lot
I've
of
always
those,
wanted to have one.
a lot of those were a prize for winning something. But anyway,
I'm just
nobody wore them like that.
no. Like
Nobody-
anytime I
nobody
saw
wore them
anyone
like
that had them, it was always in their pockets or
Yes.
like on their key ring.
Yes.
Never attached.
Yes.
Because you have to unattach it every time you go to look at it. And your backpack gets
Nobody
thrown
wore
in
them
your
like
locker or on the floor.
And you couldn't take them to school because you would get in trouble because they're
Really?
they're a toy. Schools don't let you take toys to school. They don't do that.
My school did.
Well, it's because you were homeschooled.
I got to wear my pajamas to school.
Anyway, nobody wore them like that.
Team, I will not hesitate to do a spontaneous cartwheel if I feel so moved.
I'm quirky. Look at me. I'm quirky.
Can we also talk
I'm
about
quirky. I do
how
cartwheel.
auditory, like the audio is off, and that the background music is so loud, she's shouting, and yet you still can hardly hear her. You notice that?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is grade 8. I don't got time to mess around.
Nobody gave a shit about 8th grade. Nobody. And the people who were like this, everyone hated them and bullied them. Everyone.
I know.
This is fucking annoying.
I was. There were a couple of years when I went to school, and I was.
Look at the other kids' faces. That is disgust. Look at that girl in the green shirt, the one that's like right here. Look at her face. She hates everything about this kid.
You realize that was me in school, right? You realize that?
Call me?
Very enterprising.
You saying you would hate me?
Probably. This is trying.
Way too
This is
hard.
trying extremely hard to be cool and interesting. And we're not. How far in are we? We're not even
cringing.
5 minutes
Just-
in, and this is already cringy as hell.
We've had no story.
There
There's no
isn't anything,
story.
yeah.
There's nothing.
All right.
There's
Also,
not
the
even
the main character. So
there's not even bad narration going on because there's nothing
there is
going
no-
on.
Yeah, like we don't know what's happening. So, also the main characters all have one trait so far. The main character's annoying as hell. The green one is kind of a skater. Oh, she has skate on her shirt, I guess. The short, fat one is angry.
Yep.
And the other one doesn't have any emotions at all and likes to
nerd.
read Twilight, which didn't exist back then, but I'll let that pass. And they're in love with the NSYNC Backstreet Boys,
Yeah.
which makes sense
All
because of the trailer.
All stereotypes.
All
This is all
stereotypical
stereo.
eighth grade.
Wait, isn't this movie supposed to break stereotypes?
I don't think so.
And yet
but
we're
I don't know.
perpetrating.
My assumption is that the person who created this or came up with the idea for this movie, which was a terrible idea, is probably basing this on her backstory. Is probably basing this on her growing up in this time frame, and so she's projecting herself into the shoes of the main character.
That doesn't mean it's gonna be a good story.
Nope. Let's keep going.
Give me 5.
Yeah.
Come on, Dad's making dinner.
Ooh.
Okay, so she lied to her friends because she said all she had to do was clean. But
Yeah.
she basically just helped run the family business. So
Which means that she might not feel comfortable sharing that side of her life with her friends.
I guess maybe. I mean, I just think it's kind of dumb to be like, no, I gotta go home and clean. No, you don't gotta go home and clean.
Yeah,
you want to
gotta-
go home and do the stuff with your family temple, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. If
You
you
should be able to
want to go home
say
and do
that,
that
though.
with your family, that's fine. Yeah, fucking say
Yeah,
it.
just
It's
say it.
those are supposed to be your friends or whatever. Say it.
It's like
Come on.
it's like any other person saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna go home and help with
Go
youth
home
group,
and
or
hang
go
out with my mom
hang out
and
with parents,
cook
or we're
whatever.
doing a thing tonight. We're doing a family thing, or hey, I gotta go help with the family business.
Oh, this movie's annoying.
Whatever. Study, work, listen.
I kind of like those posters, the way that they look and stuff. You know. Okay, no. Nobody does that.
There's not a
Nobody
single
does
person in
that.
the world that
No.
brushes that
Into a
off
trash
into a
can.
trash can.
So not only that, but that trash can
Wouldn't even hold
wouldn't
it.
hold
It's a
it.
wire.
It had bad Pixar. This won't be the
Pixar,
first.
I
This
feel
won't be the last time I say that.
shame, dishonor on you,
Bah.
dishonor on your movies, dishonor on your
Burn.
cow.
Nice. Good job, Mushu.
Okay, his shoulders are kind of nice, I guess. His eyes are fine.
No,
No.
but she's in 8th grade. It's an exaggeration.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like boys now.
Boys went from ugly to awesome in just a
We'll
minute.
clip that. I like boys now.
I always knew it.
Whatever it is, it's not. No.
None. Not
No.
a single one of those movements
Not even
would have
close.
gotten even.
Not
She
even
did this, and then this, and then
Not
this.
even close. knows? But it's annoying.
What was that face?
I don't know.
Don't look at the notebook. Don't look at the notebook. Don't.
She's right. The second you look, yep, now you're busted. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is this your homework? Oh.
Don't.
Oh my.
Oh.
What
Do
is...
not.
Huh?
What did you draw?
Oh.
What did you draw?
What did you draw?
What did you draw?
What is this?
What is
Nothing,
it?
just the boy. He's
A
no one.
boy? Who is he?
Oh, come on.
What did you draw?
Come
What were what are you implying, Pixar? She's in 8th grade. What did you draw? What do you? Those faces were not the faces of, oh my gosh, mild anime lovey-dovey pictures like that on the screen. No, those were like drew a bunch of penises faces.
Yeah, but look at her mom. Her mom's a boomer. She's gonna
I know,
freak
but
out
that's-
over something simple like that.
I'm just saying. I think
Like, come on, she's a girl. She's in
They do
8th
that.
grade. They learn to like other people.
Alright.
They do.
Did he do these things to you?
No.
Does he do these things to
What the fuck is that? Because that's the way you ask.
Does he hold you in pose and look all cute? What the fuck?
That hat. Is that the sketchy clerk from the Daisy Mine?
Mom. No.
Sketchy.
No, no
Not a
mother.
sketchy
First
clerk.
of all, no one recognizes
How
someone
would she
based off
know?
just a hat at a store that's not even close to where.
This is dumb. How would you let
So dumb.
A million questions.
Really? Really?
What is she gonna do?
No.
What are you gonna do?
Wow.
Oh, snap. Mom. No.
You! What have you done to my Maymay?
Who?
Maylin Lee, right here.
I should report you to the police. Why? How old are you? 30?
I'm 17.
See? See? This is what happens when you don't wear sunblock and do drugs all day. She's just a sweet, innocent child. How dare you take advantage of her?
Mom.
That is not him taking advantage of her. That is
No.
her being
That's
well,
not a creep,
an 8th
but
grader. I was
yeah.
gonna say the word pervert, but that's not accurate.
It's not
She's
accurate,
in 8th grade.
but
She's just being all lovey-dovey.
she's the one in.
That's not the kid. That's not the guy's fault for that. That's what she. Oh my gosh, this is dumb. I know they're just trying to make things move along and whatnot, but
But
this is dumb.
do we have to display this kind of stereotype of parents too? That parents are evil, parents don't understand, parents are going to overreact over every single little stupid thing that doesn't even like not have a
If-
conversation with your child.
If I
Like,
find,
come on.
if I find one of my kids has drawn pictures of a female or male in this type of manner, one, I'm probably gonna laugh about it. And look at that.
I know.
I would laugh about that.
I
That's
know.
hilarious.
I agree. That's great.
And two, I'm not gonna drive to the place of work where whoever this kid is right now at his job and confront them about pictures that my kid drew, thinking that they did anything.
And not even have a conversation with the
Yeah.
kid about why they're drawing those
Also,
pictures in the first place.
this is a 17-year-old kid and a 13-year-old girl. This is...
I mean, she's never even had confirmation that those two have even shared a word with each
She
other.
has no idea.
She has no anything. I mean, heck, this kid could be an art student, and part of art is drawing nude. Like, if this was even a nude.
They wouldn't let kids draw.
No, but some
Not even
kids
in
at
Canada.
home who are practicing their own art might be practicing nudes, okay?
Sure.
But, again, you don't know this if you don't have a freaking conversation.
This is fucking stupid.
I hate this.
This is an
This is
overbearing parent for
awful.
no reason.
This is helicopter parent at its
To the extreme.
worst. At its absolute
Granted.
worst, which is toxic.
Granted, from what I understand, there is that type of culture within the Chinese Asian family, but it's a fairly
But
large
that doesn't-
stereotype, I would think. But
Right, and that doesn't.
I don't know.
I don't think they're portraying it
They're not portraying it in a good way.
in a good way either.
No.
Like,
I don't think any self-respecting parent, helicopter or otherwise, would do this.
no.
This is
Not even someone
fucked up.
from that culture. They might overreact and be worried about that kind of thing, but they're
sure,
not going
sure.
to.
And they might be like, no boys.
Right, but they're not
no
going
dating till
to
you're
pull
40.
this kind of crap.
Yeah. No.
This is
Not this.
This is.
What?
We're 13 minutes in. Why are all of the kids from school hanging out at this Daisy Mart at like what 8 o'clock at night or something when they are?
I don't know.
Like, why are all these kids
convenience
hanging out
stores
here?
aren't that cool. Like,
It's not a
ever.
Walmart.
No, it's not a Walmart.
It's not a Walmart. So
It's
what
not
are
a
they doing
mall.
here?
They should be at a mall.
Or home?
This is the 90s to early 2000s. Nobody hangs out at convenience stores.
I mean, like, are her parents the only overbearing parents? And
I get. Well,
that-
they're gonna be in this movie. Let's keep going. We have an hour and a half more to go. Fuck.
The Daisy Mart has lost a loyal customer today.
Oh no.
oh no.
Whatever will they do without a single person? Thank you, Karen.
Thank goodness I was here. That degenerate won't come near you again. I should know about, Timmy?
She did it. She saved her.
called him a degenerate.
I don't.
Oh my gosh. She called him a degenerate. She called him... What the fuck?
We're-
What the fuck?
We're 13 minutes in and I'm already through almost one of these.
What the hell
This
was
is not
that?
gonna end well.
She called... What? It's a good thing I was there. This degenerate...
We'll never touch you again.
My daughter's drawing pictures of men.
I wanna know
how
why-
degenerate they are.
Why
My girl
does
is
why
perfect.
does mermaid man? Why does merman mean that he's been touching her? Why does
Why
merman
is he
equal
a degenerate for her
drawing?
I mean, I guess theoretically, so okay, she's 13, so like if you somehow make the connection of she's 13, she drew pictures of a boy that you recognize with like hearts and lovey-dovey and abs and whatever.
I would think she has a crush on him and
I
no
would
more.
think she has a
That's
crush
it.
on him. I'd laugh at her. I might pick on her a little bit, and that's it. That's it. That's what parents do. They make fun of their kids. They make them feel a little bit embarrassed, and that's it.
Wow,
That's
you
all you
got
do.
the embarrassed
That's it.
down.
That's all you do. Oh, that's traumatic. What just
Oh,
happened
that
to this
is
girl.
hugely
No
traumatic.
wonder she turns into a fucking giant panda. She's traumatized forever. I want to get this water. If possible.
Edit. Ew.
You're welcome.
You should definitely edit that out.
No, that's going in the beginning.
No.
That's the preview.
No. That's gross.
Degenerate.
All good.
Poor shit. Let's hide our feelings and bottle them up.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That sounds really healthy.
It's a freak out. I mean, this happens.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but I'm concerned that she feels
are her
like
bride
doodling
and
is
joy, so
like
act
that
like
is
it.
shameful. Like those are
Yeah,
shameful things
clearly.
to draw. Like that's not
It's not like she drew the dude having sex with her or something.
right.
Happen again.
And so because she freaked out, now she's gonna turn into a giant panda. Because she had too many emotions, and she's 13 now. And that's actually what's gonna happen. This movie sucks. Oh gosh.
She likes boys, so now it's time for puberty
It's
to hit.
panda time. No, it's not puberty, it's panda time. This ain't blood, this is fur.
What is wrong with you? Like
Okay, that's the intro. That's the intro.
I am suddenly very glad you don't have a daughter of any kind.
Okay. Alright, bring it back. Whew, that was unintentional, I swear. That was unintentional. Alright, moving on.
Can I ask why we have to make puberty into this traumatic, horrific, nightmarish, traumatic thing to begin with? Like, why are we portraying puberty as being this awful thing that you have to go through? Yeah, there are aspects of it that suck, but there's also aspects of it that are really good. Like, you're growing, you're maturing, you're gonna get more, like...
Babies. Babies
I hope
good.
they're not getting babies
Good.
at that
Well,
age.
I mean, obviously,
But do you know what I'm saying?
Mean, but yeah, you just noticed that? Yeah, I saw that.
What the fuck? Why?
What the hell was that?
Again, we have to make this nightmarish.
You can make it nightmarish without it being freaky as shit. Holy crap, guys. Settle it down a little bit.
Are you up? Breakfast is ready.
No.
I need more mushrooms than that.
No sugar.
Don't give me one mushroom. If you're gonna give me mushrooms, give me all of them.
I'm sorry. I don't care how tired you are. You would notice this right away.
Yep.
There's no fucking way. She's a lot cuter now.
You're not wrong.
Did the red peony bloom? No.
The red what?
The red peony bloom. Honey.
Is that? I assume that's a flower.
That's a flower.
Oh, kitty. Hi, kitty. The good girl.
So she's gonna say no.
She did say no.
So they're saying that this isn't that.
But
it obviously
it obviously is. Like,
is.
she jiggled her stomach because she thinks she's fat
She
now.
thinks she's getting
smelled her pits, so she
stinky.
stinks.
Which, again, this does not all happen magically over one night either.
No.
You don't go from normal, or not normal. You don't go from not stinky to
puberty.
stinky in literally one night.
No.
That's
I mean, it's over dramatic. Fuck words. Whatever.
dramatized.
Extra drama because movie. Over dramatized. Fuck if I don't care anymore.
Your words are great right now.
I'll keep it in.
Don't worry, Maymay. I'll get everything you need. Mommy's here.
Also, if this is.
Why is
if
she
this is-
panicking?
So, I already know from the trailer that the mom knows what this is.
Right.
So why didn't she think, oh, this is clearly happening? Why didn't she tell the kid about it? I guess maybe we'll find that out. But this
Would you stop?
should have been the first
Nezzy?
thought.
Nezzy, stop. You don't need to be attacked. I'm not playing. I'm not playing with you.
See, Mama, put your hand there.
I'm not playing with you. Not.
I gonna bite you.
Not.
I'm gonna bite
No.
you, kitty.
No. No. No.
Go on,
Go see Daddy.
Hi. Oh, hello.
Go see Daddy.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Stupid cat.
Nezzy.
She climbs in my lap, starts biting my hand.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Perhaps we should talk about why this is happening.
You haven't talked about that yet? Your daughter is at the age where puberty might hit, and you haven't talked about it like that. You're just going to let her wake up one day bleeding and then decide that maybe you should tell her what's going to be happening to her body and why it's happening and what to expect and what you're going to...
This is your rant time. I don't have anything for this. I mean, I'd say probably the same things you are, but this is your...
This should have been
expertise.
talked about a long time before now.
When did your mom first tell you about periods?
I was, I think, 8 or 9 when I got my first book. It was really great. It was the American Girl book about your body. and talked about your body and like what kind of changes happen when you go through puberty, and was all very clinical but also very simply explained and not scary. Just true, easy information. It had great little diagrams in it. It was not gross. It was not anything to be ashamed of or embarrassed of. It just was like, this is what's going to happen, and these are what things you can expect to happen. And what was also great, too, was it gave different examples of what different girls might experience, too.
Oh, okay. That's actually...
Yeah, so, like, some girls, like, it even had a diagram of, like, different boob sizes. Like, some girls are going to have boobs that look like this. Some might, your mind develop into this. Some might, develop curves here. Some might not. Some might feel more comfortable with tampons. This is how you insert a tampon. Some might prefer it was just a great experience. And then after that, my parents would, mostly my mother, would have introduced another book that got into the details of how babies are made. The actual details of how babies are made.
Ooh.
And then we had conversations. But we continued to have conversations. I would say like once a year, they would probably bring the topic up. And it'd usually just be me and mom, like, private together, usually, like, on a mom-daughter date or something, and we just kind of talk about...
Would you draw pictures of boys like mermaids?
No, but I did enjoy drawing pictures of Kim and Ron's first kiss in Kim Possible. No, seriously,
No,
I would
mean,
take stills, and that was fun. And I also had a
good.
poster of Orlando Bloom that I frequently liked to kiss, so... It was a really good one. I really liked that poster. Yeah.
Good thing you don't have it anymore. Now you've got all of this.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Kiss me, I'm Orlando Bloom. All right.
All right, now I can just took a drink.
Degenerate. All right.
Anyway,
We got more.
long story short.
Yeah.
Why that? Are we waiting till now
Yeah, what the
to
hell?
talk about? And why is Mom freaking out so much?
It's a period.
It's a period.
Hoopity-doopity.
She's been having them for however many years of her life.
A long time, probably.
She should not be having a panic attack that her daughter. Anyway.
This is dumb.
You are a woman now, and your body is starting to change. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Mom,
You
please.
are now
You're
a
acting like it's something to be
beautiful,
embarrassed
strong
about.
Flower.
Yes. No.
So any sort of emotion is going to make her go crazy.
Yeah.
So even happy excitement.
Calm.
So what, is she supposed to be neutral her entire life and never feel a large emotion of any kind,
She's
ever?
got a friend that does that and is monotone and everything. She could probably start reading some
Right, but is that what
vampire
we're
books.
saying is the ideal?
I guess.
Yes.
You must be a calm woman. Do not go crazy. You go crazy, you turn red.
Your feelings must
Okay.
be
Feelings
perfectly
bad.
calm and peace at all
You'll figure
times.
this out, Lee.
That's exactly what this is portraying, is that feelings are bad, which is
Adult.
the exact wrong thing to be teaching.
Yes.
Any kid, but...
Yep.
Because her parents are not going to notice the broken bed.
Or you're red. She didn't freak out about the red.
Her hair is...
Her hair is red. She didn't see or freak out about the hair being red. She flipped out at a boy that she knows nothing about because her daughter drew a picture of him like a mermaid, but she doesn't
say
see
anything
or notice or
the
freak out about the red hair. And there's no awkward conversations at breakfast. There's nothing to.
We're just
to
driving
cue
to
the
school.
parent in. We're just bam, school. I'm wearing a hat. I'm nice and
Like,
calm. I'm not stressed and freaking out at all. Bullshit.
I could
Bullshit.
be okay with a story that involves learning how to handle strong emotions in a
Sure.
healthy way.
Yes.
In a, okay, when you feel super crazy strong emotions, you go poof into this great big panda. Let's learn how do we process the emotions and work through them so we can restore ourselves to a sense of...
Let's take what we learned in Inside Out and apply
Right.
it
Right. And
to
applicate
something that could be
exactly.
kind of reality, except,
Right.
monster, whatever.
Take Inside Out, but actually teach applicable
How to apply it.
skills of
Yeah,
how you do it.
Exactly.
I could take that.
Yeah.
But this story
This ain't
keeps
it.
bouncing everywhere with just it's so
This is dumb.
the
Yeah.
I know it feels strange, Mimi, but I promise
She should
nobody
notice the
will
eyebrows.
notice a thing.
If she,
so she
the eyebrows are red, so she can see a twitch of the eyes looking down at a notebook and see, oh, notebook. But she can't see that her eyebrows are red? Her eyebrows are red. This movie's inconsistent. Trash!
right, which is why it's so bad.
Thank you for your
We haven't watched this yet.
I know.
I'll be fine.
No kid wears the exact same school outfit to school the next day.
They would be destroyed,
They'd be destroyed.
socially by everyone.
And doesn't she stink now? So doesn't that mean that her outfit's gonna stink?
Well, her outfit shouldn't stink. Her
Oh,
pajamas
that's-
should stink.
Oh, you're right. My
Actually,
apologies.
she didn't have pajamas on when she was a raccoon, so
Red Panda.
they're similar looking. But she didn't have clothes on during that time frame. So would she even stink right now? Because she only stank when she was a panda, right? So
I think we're reading too much into it. But I just wanted to
that's
point
the
out
whole point of being
she's
critical.
wearing
Like, this is
the
inconsistent
exact
shit.
same outfit that she wore the day before.
She'd be destroyed. And no self-respecting school, even in Canada, will allow you to wear a hat inside.
In the middle
I
of
would
spring.
know. I had a bucket hat in high school that I wore all the time. And I switched to beanies. They forced me to take it off as soon as I came inside the school.
That sounds about right. I could wear hats if I wanted to.
It's because you were schooled at home. Moving on. No, you're gone.
Technically, she's not in the school yet, so maybe she will have to take it off.
right now. Everybody's gonna notice her red hair.
Everyone's gonna notice her wearing a winter hat in the spring.
No. There are no skateboards in any school.
Hey,
No.
girlfriends, what is up?
Oh, what's with the toque?
Her girlfriends are wearing the exact same clothes.
Did you like work out this?
Are we so lazy that we can't even
Give them
change
new clothes? No.
their
can't do
clothes
that.
from day to day?
How will I know who the characters are?
How
if
can
we
this
change
be
their
the
clothes?
same people that brought us Inside Out?
I mean, it's a movie. That's just something that happens. But
I'm
yeah,
just saying
no,
this is the same.
Is it though? It's the same like animation
I
studio
guess it's
maybe,
the
but
same
it's not the
studio,
same
but it's not
writers
the
or anything.
same.
It doesn't mean that the writing or the story.
We gotta talk.
Okay.
Tyler's been telling everyone about the days
No.
awards.
What?
He said you're.
Nobody does
Why are
that
we
with
over
deodorant.
exaggerating putting on deodorant?
It's
Why?
not funny.
And she wouldn't be doing it in the middle of walking through the like. This is not funny.
it's
This
not
is not
fun.
comedy. This
No.
is. It's not even slapstick funny.
No.
Mom went nuts.
And that you're kind of a perv.
I am not a.
Editing note: you need to put in a counter, like CinemaSins, but it's a how many times we paused.
Yeah.
Tyler is an insecure jerkwad. Words were exchanged. Slightly uncomfortable secrets were revealed. End of story.
Does she love him now? She does love him now. Why?
Why? Because she's a panda.
She's a fucking horn dog. That's what this is. She's a horny red panda. She's in love with every guy. That's what's happening
So
here.
she's gonna be
So
learning
she's
how to
gonna be-
control the monster within.
Yes. The,
The
horny as
monster.
hell 8th grade 13-year-old
Year-old.
sex crazed little girl.
Let's talk about how our 13-year-olds
Fuck you,
are
Disney,
sex
and your
crazed.
grooming horse shit.
Yep.
Fuck you, Disney.
If you're gonna bring this up, you gotta talk about the horn dog boys too.
Yeah, right.
Why are you staring at Carter Murphy? You?
I wasn't.
Putting these up.
That's awesome.
Devin, my precious manly man. Literally go away.
Literally go away. Literally go away.
Matt, literally go away.
Who says that?
Kids who don't know how to have comebacks.
Clearly.
Later, George. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Later,
Because
dogs.
nobody noticed the tail poof up. Nobody.
Apparently not.
What's with her?
What's with your face?
What is with you?
That's good.
That
I
was a
like
good
that.
comeback.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Excited about
Best part of the movie so
Yep.
far.
All right, guys. The quadratic formula.
Yeah.
Let the fun begin.
Fuck yeah.
Really?
There has to be some kind of conflict to make her
Really?
a panda.
Creepy mom. Good. Like, oh no. Can we make her?
So, no school would have the ability for someone to get into or onto the grounds and be behind a tree right next to a classroom. That is a safety issue. That is massive. I'm glad there's a security guard there. It's still not
And
realistic at all.
Parent is creepy as F like this.
That
Like
one,
that's
apparently.
creepy as
All of this over a period? Too?
yeah.
She doesn't know that she
Again?
can turn into the panda yet.
Why is this such a big deal? Why is she making it such a big deal? By her acting like this, she's implying that this is a big deal when she
It's
just
just
said
blood.
it's a,
It's literally just blood
like
that comes out of your vagina once a month.
it's because
Kitty!
it's because there's this ancient societal idea of like as soon as a woman bleeds, she is now fertile and thus can be married off. So it's
guess.
all like a big no, it truly is like this
Yeah.
big huge ceremonial coming of age when really it needs to be dialed down a lot because these are children. We should not be caring so much about the fact that their bodies can now produce a child. This is their children.
You got a fuzzy pillow, buddy.
I noticed. Like, and it's, you know, for the child themselves going through it, yeah, it's a big change. It's uncomfortable. It's a huge new thing you have to learn to deal with. So I'm not belittling or denying that it's not a big deal,
It's a big deal.
but the parent should not be turning it into a big deal. They should be the ones that are calm and reassuring and being like, we are here to support
Yeah,
you.
this is fucked up.
This is a normal function of your body. This is what's normal. This is what's abnormal. This is what we can do to help you. What kind of decisions would you like to make?
No, you are going to jail.
Students, parents. Woof.
Let's
imply that your
Let's
ass
give
is going to
the-
get big and fat now that you're going through puberty.
let's give the 13-year-old a thick booty so she can't fit into the alleyway. Fucking Disney grooms children. Evidence. Yep. Saw that coming.
Why?
That wasn't even like no.
You know what else pisses me off? Is that there's this implication now that you're getting your period, so now you have uncontrollable hormonal rages to go have sex.
I lust after every boy
Like-
now that I bleed out of my crotch. That's how
Fuck
it works.
that.
That's how it works.
Fuck that.
That's the idea. Hey.
Bad person. Bad human being.
You set
Bad.
me up. You set me up.
Bad Matt.
set me up.
Bad Matt.
Angus. Thank you. I'll have that.
You don't want them to know your name.
That's the idea. To stay mildly. Love you. My sex crazed vaginal bleeder. 24. We still have an hour and 22 minutes left of this shit. Let's go. Fuck. All right. Ready? Go.
This might have to be a two-parter.
It's gonna be a multi-parter for sure.
Well, I just meant us. We're gonna have to do this in two
it's 11
parts.
o'clock.
It's okay. Mommy's here.
What's happening to me?
Oh, when your vagina bleeds.
Side note, her mom has been showing a lot of very big emotions and she's not turning into a poofy panda.
Yeah, it must only affect like certain generations, probably. We'll get an explanation at some point. Did it happen already?
What did you say?
So the dad knows too.
Of course he does.
Ming, it's time.
No, it's not time now. It was time.
It
like,
was time
10
years ago.
Yeah.
It was time when she was like 9 or 10 years old.
Listen to me. Listen, there's a cure.
Oh. That's why, because there's a cure somehow. The cure is to have a child, and it gets passed on to. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so
Oh my
fucked. There's no
gosh.
way. There's no
I
way.
hope.
There's no way. There's no way. No. No.
Really? How do you know?
Because it happened to me.
Why didn't you warn me? I thought I had more time. You're just a
She's
child.
13. What do you mean you This happens.
And why does it
every
matter
person
when
it
she
happens.
knows? Why is it such
It
a big
happens to them
deal
every
for her to
time.
know a few
Like,
years
what the
before
fuck?
it's gonna happen anyway?
Also, does this happen to the males too, or no? I'm assuming no.
No, she said because
But-
it was all passed down to only her daughters.
But still, like, what the hell? Like, you knew that at 13-ish, she's gonna turn into a giant furry fucking monster.
Yeah, and you decided.
And you decided not to say anything because you thought you had more time. I understand it's a weird conversation, but if you tell a kid that they're gonna turn into a giant fuzzy animal when they hit a certain age, they're gonna think it's the coolest fucking thing in the
Right.
world. I think that.
Or if
I
they're
would
worried
be
about it, then
stoked.
you say, "Oh, but by the way, there's a
By the
cure.
way,
You
there's a
don't
cure,
need to panic.
and you can
This is what
prepare
we're
the
gonna
cure.
happen."
You
So
can
that when
prepare
it
the
happens,
cure.
they can come out and say, "Mom, Dad, look what happened. Time to get started."
You can prepare for this shit. Like, even if it's some kind of dumbass trial, which it's probably going to be, you can prepare for that. You can prepare them for it. You can make sure that they pass the trial and they don't turn into a giant emotional monster anymore that is apparently extremely horny for every boy you see. Except for your dad, which would be kind of really weird.
That'd be really bad.
But, like, what the hell? Like, why wouldn't you say... This is fucking stupid. I would tell my child.
Do like a hawk, I'd see the signs and difficult the ritual will be. There is a darkness to it.
But it's a blessing. There shouldn't be a darkness.
No. What the implication here right now, and this seriously pisses me off, is that emotions are bad. You need to repress them. Don't let them out. Emotions are bad. That is exactly what is being taught here. And that is so toxic as freaking hell. That is literally the opposite of Inside Out.
It is. It is, actually. Yeah.
That is so backwards. It's
And-
not even funny.
And it's a little funny because it's ironic as fuck because Inside Out came out before this and actually, taught you how emotions good. Have emotions.
Emotions are good.
And now this is
You
saying
need to let yourself
emotions
feel the
bad,
emotions. You can't repress the emotions.
or you turn into a giant monster.
Her mother's basically telling her, don't let yourself have emotions. And I don't know what she's about to say, but she said there's a darkness.
Yeah.
I'm going to back up a second.
Strong emotion will release the panda. And the more you release it, the more difficult the ritual will be. There is a darkness to the panda, Mimi. You only have one chance to banish it, and you cannot fail. Otherwise, you'll never be free.
Let's see. The next red moon.
Fuck does that mean?
25th.
That's a whole month away.
Fuck does that mean?
What the hell?
This is fucking stupid.
I hate
We'll
this
wait
thing
it
so
out
much.
Together.
We have an hour and 17 minutes to
I will
go.
be with you every step of the way.
I want to die.
This way, we won't worry about any more accidents.
No more blood.
And again, they're communicating, they're subconsciously communicating to her that there's something wrong with her, that there's something bad with her.
There's something, well, I mean, they said
And
there was
that-
something bad about turning into the panda, but they didn't say what. So thanks, Mom, for not
Right.
saying why it's bad. Not giving your experience being a panda.
And again, if the panda was a blessing and it was used to and they channeled their emotions to, which implies control, to turn into panda as protection, why is the cure to banish it and like completely strip yourself of it instead of learn to control it?
Really? Yeah.
Like, really, why?
All right. Well, we're gonna call it for now. This video is gonna be long enough as it is. We'll watch the rest of this movie some other time. Do all that dumb YouTube shit everybody says. Whatever. All right. This movie sucks. Yeah, we'll cover the rest of this some other time. All right. Catch y'all later.
See ya.
One more.
I don't have any more.
Oh, okay.